What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, May 4th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live, and follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. The big one, though, signing up for the lineup generator, less than $5 for your first week. What we do on the back end, we create thousands of lineups, and then we get rid of everything that we think isn't very good. We present the rest to you. Click save if you like it, click discard if you don't. Another one just pops right up. They can be balanced lineups, contrarian lineups, chalky lineups. You can lock a player in, you can swap players around. You can export up to 20 via CSV. If you're trying to get better at DFS, this is the place that you should start. Less than $5 to check it out. Now, we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Jordan Poole, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In first at number 5, we've got Klay Thompson. He is 8,200, projected for 35.5. I've got him as the optimal captain 7% of the time, optimal in the utility spot 37% of the time. That gets him there 44% of the time. 36 minutes here for Klay, and I think that he could play more with the Warriors down 1. He's between a 0.95 and 1 fantasy point per minute guy. It's mostly scoring. You know what you're looking for out of Klay. You want the outlier shooting day. 21.5 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and a stock here. He's just solid. There's not a lot of difference between everybody that I've already mentioned. Klay, Wiggins, Draymond, Reeves, Russell. You give 1 minute here and take a minute there. It doesn't take a lot for these guys to fluctuate, but I'm more than happy to get to Klay. We know that we're going to get an outlier Klay day at some point in time. And when you do, you're going to want to get a lot of them. In at number 4, we've got Dennis Schroeder. He is 4,200, projected for 19, and he is in the optimal as the captain 6% of the time, another 42% at the utility. Played massive minutes in game 1. I thought that he was going to get increased playing time just because of his defense and the fit of this series. I didn't see the 30 plus coming in game 1. I thought we would slowly get there. So kudos to Schroeder. Now, do I think that he's going to play that many minutes always? No, I went 27, tried to be a little more pessimistic, but that still gets him into the top 5. 10 points, 2 boards, 3.5 assists, and a stock here for Schroeder. Lakers up a game. I assume they're going to stick with what they did in game 1 since it works, so we should get pretty sizable minutes out of Schroeder. 4,200 won't be all that difficult to pay off. And at number 3, we go to the GOAT, LeBron James. 11K. He's projected for 49. He's your optimal captain 12% of the time. He is optimal at the utility 40% of the time. This is the first guy we've got now in the optimal lineup overall, more than 50% of the time. 39 minutes for LeBron. I think 40, 41, 42, very real here. About 1.3 fantasy points per minute. 25 points, 10 boards, so you're looking at a double-double or pretty close to it just by default. Another 6 assists and basically 2 stocks. It's a massive day for LeBron. It's just hard to say that he looks any better than the next 2 guys. The first of which is Steph Curry, and it is close. Just 1 percentage point separating him and LeBron. He's 11,200, projected for 51. He's the optimal captain 17% of the time, plus another 36 at utility. I went 39 minutes. I think 40 plus is realistic considering they dropped game 1. He's a 1.3 fantasy point per minute guy. 30 points, 6 boards, 6 assists. Great stat line. 1.5 stocks. We know what Steph looks like in a big game too. He can hang a monster scoring day. If he starts getting free and starts getting some of those threes up, there's no telling how many points that he can drop tonight. Whether you want to go to Steph or you want to go to LeBron, I think that's in the eye of the beholder. What I don't think is that there's any disagreement on who the number 1 guy is. But before we get to the number 1 guy, you guys should sign up for the lineup generator. $4.48. Click the link in the description. If you don't like it, you're out $4.48 for your first week. By a full 10 percentage points, Anthony Davis is your number 1 contender. He's 11,400. He's projected for 54 fantasy points. He is your optimal captain 25% of the time, plus another 38% at utility. He played 44 minutes in game 1. He was massive. He did literally everything for the Lakers. And the real biggie, he played the entire second half. I only projected him for 39 minutes. I think there's some legitimate upside in his playing time as well. He's about a 1.4 fantasy point per minute guy, 25 points, 15 boards, 2.5 assists, and just shy of 4 stocks. If you're paying for anybody today, there is no one that will be in the optimal lineup more frequently than Anthony Davis. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, May 4th. Now, there's a FanDuel version around here somewhere, so go check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.